You can use the stitches and techniques we've covered so far in a variety of other applications. If you do a wide range of garment sewing, you're sure to have made spaghetti straps for lingerie, formal and bridal wear, or maybe everyday sundresses. You also probably know that these narrow straps are not always easy to turn. Making spaghetti straps with your Brother overlock machine is simple and quick. Remove the left needle and removable stitch finger. Adjust your tension settings for a balanced 3-thread stitch. Your differential feed setting should be at 0 and both your stitch length and knife setting between 2 and 3. Cut a strip of bias or knit fabric 1 1/4 inch wide and the length required by your pattern. Fold the fabric in half lengthwise, right sides together. Place the folded strip under the presser foot and serge the raw edges. Leave at least 3 inches of serger chain at the end. Thread the serger chain through a tapestry or yarn needle and knot it to hold the chain securely. Feed the chain through the inside of the tube and turn the strap right side out as you go. I'm sure you've noticed those beautiful flowers and chiffon ruffles on ready-to-wear and couture garments. With your Brother overlock machine and some fishing line, you can recreate the look in no time. Let's try a fabric flower. Set your machine for a narrow rolled edge. Thread it with fine decorative thread. One key to beautiful ruffles and flowers is bias cut fabric. Cut a 3-inch bias strip about 56 inches long. Feed the end of 20 or 30-pound fishing line through the small hole in the toe of your standard sewing foot. Then bring it back toward the rear of the foot. Make sure the fishing line is very close to the fabric bed. Extend the line about 12 inches behind the foot. Turn the hand wheel to secure the line with a few stitches. Place one long edge of the bias strip under the presser foot and begin to serge, feeding the fishing line as you go. Guide the line a little so that the knife doesn't cut it. The rolled edge stitch will encase the fishing line and your fabric edge. When you near the end of your fabric, measure an additional 12 inches of fishing line and cut the line. Unthread the extra line from the hole in the foot. Raise the presser foot and bring the line under the foot and to the left, away from the needle and the knife. Serge off and clip your serger chain. Smooth the fabric over the line, drawing the excess into the rolled edge. Set your machine up for a balanced 4-thread stitch and soft gather the other edge of the strip. Then, roll the strip into a flower and stitch with a hand needle. You can make your own wired ribbon using the same settings with lightweight fabric. For medium weight fabric, use a wide rolled edge stitch or a narrow balance stitch. Use fine gauge craft wire instead of fishing line. You may find it difficult to believe that the delicate look of pin tucks can be created with your overlock machine, but it's true. This effect is easily achieved by stitching a rolled edge on the fold of your fabric. Mark lightweight fabric with a removable marker or by pressing folds. Set your overlock machine for a narrow rolled edge and disable the knife. Stitch along the fold of the fabric. Another heirloom sewing application that you can replicate with your Brother overlock machine is lace insertion. Attach insertion lace to fabric with a narrow flat lock stitch. You can choose to have either the loops or the ladder stitches on the top of the fabric. Set up your machine for a narrow flat lock stitch. Remove the stitch finger and disable the knife. Thread your machine with lightweight decorative thread or standard sewing thread. Fold the project fabric edge back 1/4 inch and press. Lay your insertion lace on the folded edge of the fabric. If the fabric is right side up, the ladder stitches will appear on top. If the fabric is wrong side up, the loops will be on top. Serge from top to bottom. Then, open and flatten the stitched fabric and lace. Repeat the procedure with the other piece of fabric, being sure the same side of the fabric is facing up. Isn't it great to know that your overlock machine can create such delicate effects? Here's another tip. Insertion lace, which has 2 straight edges, is not always easy to find at chain stores. Check fabric stores that have a good selection of heirloom fabrics and trims. It can also be pricey. So, you may want to practice this technique on inexpensive packaged hem lace. Use a similar method to apply decorative laces and tapes to either the edge or the body of your project. Start by removing the left needle. Turn your upper looper tension to 2.5 and your lower looper tension to between 6 and 8. The differential setting should be between 0 and 0.7 and the stitch length between R and 3.5. Move the knife setting to between 3 and 5. Attach the multi-purpose guide foot if you have one. Mark the fabric where you want the lace to be, either with a marker or by pressing a fold. Lay your lace on top of the fabric with the straight edge matching the fold. Stitch end to end, then pull flat. You can attach lace to the edge of your fabric by using the same method you used for lace insertion.